leading him down the sideline, and Stanford is going to take this one all the way to the end zone. Little cutback here at about the 10 as he avoids another tackle there from Valick, and he's able to push it into the end zone. 7-0 Warriors early on.
I also thought that one of the things was significant is they then stuffed Sterling Heights-Stevenson, basically stopping the drive, and you're going to see the field goal here. And now the block punt, maybe the biggest play of this game.
Man, this is so hard to overcome, but it can be done. But this is something that I know that Walled Lake must have got off the film. They had 3 guys stacked outside. The inside 2 got blocked. The outside, Miranda did not get blocked. He comes in, blocks the punt, and Walled Lake jumps on it, and it's 7 or 6 more points, and now they have the big 14-3 lead.
And again, how much emotional impetus something like that gives a team, that's hard to measure. You won't be able to measure it until the game's over, really.
No, you won't. And I fully expect that the Titans will come back out in the second half and they'll really do something. Now, you look at the stats, and they're relatively even for the most part. The big difference in the game, the 1 turnover when Stevenson was driving to put points on the board, and then that blocked punt. And that's why you have an 11-point lead for Walled Lake right now.
And you look at the statistics, Stevenson leads the statistical battle in every category except one. And that's the scoreboard. And that's the most important one. So it's 14-3 at halftime. We're going to take a break, bring it right back to the Dome. You are watching the MHSAA on Pass. To start the third quarter of play, Sterling Heights-Stevenson will get the ball, and it is very significant for the Titans to be able to move it since they haven't been able to do that. You know, we showed you the team statistics before, individual statistics on our desk, and there's one thing that really jumps out at me personally. Dave Johnson, the leading rusher all season long for the Warriors, 11 yards. Scott Nays, right behind him in rushing, has 0 yards. And Donnie Davis, the flanker who runs for almost 500 yards during the season, has 1 yard. You see that factoid there. It's the first block punt for a touchdown in state finals history. But if you accept all those negative rushing numbers for Walled Lake Western, and then Frank Stanford is 0 for 3 passing, you would say that they were getting drilled. Instead, they're up 14-3. So in spite of Stanford not completing a pass, in spite of their ground game not really working all that well, they're leading by 11, and they're outplaying Sterling Heights-Stevenson.
Well, it's the speed factor is really what's got them. Also, the defensive scheme that they've worked up is really giving fits to Stevenson, and then, of course, the big play. And that's really what's done it for. As you look Stanford's numbers right now, 6 carries, 66 yards, the big one, the 50-yard touchdown run in the first series. But I'm really impressed with the Warrior defense and the way Mike Zadebski has gotten them going. You look at All's stats for the day, 12 carries, 47 yards, but he hasn't broken off a big one yet, and that's really what the Titans need him to do.
And every time he has come close, Ray, somebody's there to take an ankle or the heel of his foot out and knock him down.
And usually it's either Scott Nays or the other linebacker in there that's doing the great job for him, Butsky. These are the guys that are getting it done right now. Kevin Crane has made some big stops back there as well.
Walled Lake Western will kick off to start the third quarter. Mike Tennessee and Joe Alls are back deep for the Titans. Pat Gibson ready to kick it off, and the Walled Lake Western fans and the Livonia, or rather the Sterling Heights-Stevenson fans rise and roar to get this one started. That's going to be Alls from his 3-yard line. Pretty good coverage over there by Walled Lake Western.
Brought down by number 16 that time. That is Andy Robinson, excuse me, with the special teams play. Boy, look at the quickness on the team. Look at how fast they covered that kickoff. Mm-hmm. That's just amazing, the team speed. But I talked with the coach, Chuck Apap, and he described his team. I said, Coach, characterize your team. He said, well, we're fast, we're faster, and then we're real fast. And he wasn't lying.
No, he wasn't. They've shown it for the first few minutes anyway, for the first 24 minutes. Let's see what happens here, starting from the 25-yard line. Collins runs a little option to Alls. That's a different look. Alls has the corner, and he's going to get all the way out to about the 33-yard line. We have not seen that perimeter attack from the Titans so far, and at least on that play, Ray, it worked very well.
That it did. Boy, they got the corner, and I'm sure this is something they said, hey, we can get outside here with this, and they run the lead option, and they're able to get it out there to Alls, and he's got a lead blocker in front of him. Tim Steele did a nice job there, and now he just takes it down and gets another 9-yard gain. Still not able to bust out the big one, but you'll take 9 anytime you can get it.
Yeah, I would say, and you also start spreading out the defense a little bit. You saw Bollinger, number 5, come inside, and the play went outside his corner, so he's got to be aware of that now. On second down, that's Alls busting up near the 40-yard line. And so he'll have... That was Adam Frank, I beg your pardon. That was the fullback. Frank picking up first down yardage.
Frank had a big week last week, as we said, 220 yards to get him here, but so far today, that defense, led by Scott Nays, has really put a stop on the Stevenson offense, and when they have moved, they've been able to come up with a critical turnover to thwart the drives.
2,000-yard rushes during the season, and Walled Lake Western just doesn't care. A little option pitch to Alls, and that play didn't look good from the start. It was a little too deep, and the pitch was too quick, and there was a defender outside.
Russ Thompson made the play as he fought off the block, and that one's on the quarterback, Collins. You got to option somebody. There's no one here. He doesn't option anybody this time. He pitches it out way too early, and the defender on that one, Thompson, is able to fight off that block. This guy's an all-state wrestler as well. Thompson, him and his brother Dan Thompson, a couple of great wrestlers for Walled Lake's program there.
You saw number 12, Ryan Oren, coming over to support junior in on the D line right now. 2nd and 12 from the 36. Collins wants to pass, and here comes the blitz. He's just barely got time. It may have been tipped. It is caught, but it's caught out of bounds by Tim Steele. I think that play is an absolute microcosm of everything that Walled Lake Western has done so far. They're sending different people. It's almost like the Steelers defense. You never know who's coming, but somebody has come to force Pat Collins to adjust every time.
Well, there's Thompson. He's the guy that fights off, gets through there, and is able to put a little pressure on. But you're right, he makes the hit afterwards, and it was number 22 in there, Nays again getting his hands up. But they're coming from all different places. Now that time, Collins had a little more time than he had in the first half, so maybe they've done something to pick this up, but not entirely yet, as they're not able to bust it loose.
And he still have to throw over some hands.
With pressure.
Right, exactly. So it's 3rd and 12 now. Steele in motion. Collins in trouble and down.
Scott Nays again.
Nays and Adam Armitage meeting at the quarterback. And Collins can only shake his head. Hey, what can you do?
Well, I'll tell you what you got to do when you get a blitz coming like this. You got to run in some draws. You got to get the screenplay coming, and you got to run some quick stuff because they're coming. They're coming here, 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 and here. Everybody is coming. It's going to be a jailbreak, and they're just not picking it up. And that time, you know, Armitage and Nays meeting at the quarterback, and to negate that, you got to run some draw plays, John. You got to run some screens, and also some quick slants and things like that, where your quarterback can get it off before that pressure gets there.
Russ Thompson came to the punt down near the 40. That's Kevin Thompson calling for the fair catch and taking it out at the 42-yard line. So first series crucial for Sterling Heights Stevenson. Again, Walled Lake Western turns them aside.
See what kind of adjustments that Walled Lake made. Chuck Apap and his staff. I'm sure that they got some new wrinkles they're going to roll out here in their first series.
See Thompson coming up. He was a little dinged, but he got up and he said he didn't want any help walking off. The 5'8" senior playing an integral part in this Walled Lake defense to this point. Stanford with the quick hop to Dave Johnson. He's got fullback size, but he's got tailback speed all the way down to the 13-yard line. The people who told us about him before the game, Ray, said if he gets free, he's going to surprise you because he's got some wheels.
Well, Chris Nader's got some wheels, too, as he's the guy, the linebacker that ran him down. But, boy, Johnson did a great job of just popping this thing through. It's the second man through, just a lead play, and he's able to break that initial tackle from 46 Nordstrom, and now he turns on the jets, and if it wasn't for Nader, he'd had himself 6 points right here. Nader does a great job of running him down.
Dave Johnson, just a sophomore, 5'9", 200 pounds. He's got a little speed to go with it. From the 13-yard line. Johnson again got hit in the head once, and then everybody hit him all over the place. And he was tumbled down for about a yard.
That was Nader again coming on the blitz that time, and that's what the Titans are going to have to do now. They're going to have to blitz a little bit and try and shake somebody in there quick, make a hit, and shake that ball loose. But Johnson wasn't giving it up that time.
And the danger with that is as tricky and as slippery as quarterback Frank Stanford is, if you don't guess right on the blitz, you're toast.
Yeah, you want to have a second and third wave when you've got a guy like Stanford back there, because if the first wave misses, he could be gone. Little chess game going on there.
Yep, sure is. I move, you move. Stanford still got it. A lot of room on the corner. Leans across the 5-yard line. He will be close to, but I believe short of, a first down inside the 5-yard line. Matt Resnick had to come up and make the stop. So did Keith Mosley.
Well, they were stacking up because they've had success against that run up the middle. So the defense for the Titans stacks up, and Stanford just keeps it, and there's no one out there to make the stop until he gets a nice gain. You watch these guys, they're going to flock right in here to stop it. Everyone's coming in there to stop that, and there's not going to be nothing left on the outside. And there goes Stanford untouched until the safety man is there to make the hit.
3rd down and 1 for the first down. Handoff to the fullback, Dave Johnson, into the zone for 6.
He bowled his way in there because Nordstrom had a hold on him. Nick Nordstrom had him about the 2-yard line, and Dave Johnson wasn't going to be denied pay dirt on that one. 18 touchdowns on the year. Let's make it 19. Big sophomore. He's going to be good for years to come. 5'9", 200-pounder, and he's going to be a good one. Already is a good one.
I think you saw his versatility. The long run shows his speed. This short run from 5 shows his muscle.
And you got to give credit to Peter Seitz on that one. He was the guy they pulled around to do the trap block, and he busted a nice hole open, and Johnson gets through and gets himself a touchdown.
Gibson out of the hold of Mays for the extra point. 6:49 left in the 3rd. Right now, Sterling Heights-Stevenson is stunned, trailing 21-3. One of your sponsors, the United Dairy of Michigan.
Championship. Reese Puffer trails Walled Lake Western late in the game. Then the Rockets pull off the flea flicker. Quarterback Jeff Zietlow launching the Hail Mary that's tipped and picked up by flanker Stacy Starr, who then waltzes into the end zone with the winning score. The Reese Puffer Rockets take home the trophy as the 92 Class A champions.
It's down. It's a little trap play. Right here's the main man. It's going to come around here and seal it off right here, and that's going to be the key block as the fullback Johnson's going to get the ball.
Kickoff is taken by Joe Alls, and he hurdles his way out between the 20 and 25-yard line, and the Titans have to get something in gear. The emotion at the end of the first half swung Walled Lake Western's way with the block punt and the touchdown. The emotion to start the 3rd quarter, ditto, because the Titans are stopped and Walled Lake Western is not.
Well, Stevenson's got to make a move. This is a critical drive for him right here as you look at the numbers for that Walled Lake Western scoring drive right there. 4 plays, 58 yards. Can't do it much better than that. Very reminiscent of their first drive of the game. But Stevenson is under the gun right now. They've got to get back into this ball game. They got to do it now.
Collins will try to get it going. The quick pass out to Steele in the flat, and he'll cross the 30-yard line. Ball comes free, but not until he was down. The danger with a pass like that, when you sail it out, you saw 2 of the Warriors there. If the pass is right on the mark, no problem. If the pass, for some reason, is a little off, you got 2 red shirts and a lot of green grass in front of them.
Yeah, well, it's no blitz this time, as Walled Lake says, hey, we got you thinking that, and so they laid back, and the Titans go to the quick game, which is a good counter to the blitz, but yet they didn't get the blitz that time. That's why you've got a couple defenders in the area. Nonetheless, good execution on the quick out.
Tim Steele picked up 8 on that catch, 2nd down and 2. Here comes the blitz. Collins wants to gun deep. Got a man breaking free, adjusting the ball. A great catch by Valek. Can he swim free? No. Tripped up at the 20-yard line, inside the 20. A great pass, a better catch. And watch when we show you the replay how Valek has to adjust to this ball, Ray.
Yeah, Collins just threw it up for grabs a little bit, saying my receiver's going to go get it. Good protection this time. No blitz, just a little stun over here, but no blitz. It's full zone coverage, but he just launches this one, and Valek does a great job adjusting to the ball, and he's able to catch it and get down the sidelines, and beats his man, number 18 on that one, Paul Morandi.
He spun himself around a couple of times to make sure he could get there.
Morandi's able to recover enough to make the tackle and prevent the touchdown.
From the 18, Collins gives to Alls, not much room. He will wiggle ahead for a couple. Hit at the line, and then 4 or 5 red shirts went for a short ride as he dragged them forward.
Yeah, Dan Thompson almost got him in the backfield as they went back to the blitz package again. But even when Walled Lake is not blitzing, they're still stunning. They're doing a little twist action with those defensive linemen. As you look at Valek, the only man to catch a pass today, he's got 4 receptions for 90 yards for the Titans.
2nd down, 8 to go. First man through, Andy Frank. He is well through. He will be down, and I think he's got a first down. If they mark it back, he'll be short, but where they're positioning it right now, he's got a first down.
Yeah, Paul Morandi made the touchdown-saving tackle again because the linebackers went with the flow on this one. Little inside back handoff. They're going to hand it back in there. Little trap block right there with number 74. Does a great job of getting up in there. Linebackers were out of the picture, and the safety had to make the stop.
They're going to do the same thing, or same ball carrier anyway. Frank going right side this time, and he'll get down inside the 5.
Pat Collins with the stop there, number 10. But I'll tell you, actually, that's a wrong team. Collins is the quarterback on that one, but Frank Stanford made the stop. But now they're starting to pound. Now you're starting to see some of the heavyweight action going toe-to-toe in the line. This is where it gets down to that. You don't have a lot of room to maneuver, so you pound it at them.
And as big as Sterling Heights-Stevenson is, they should be able to do it. Collins still has it bootleg right. Spins inside, but he is wrapped up by Nick Gerhard, who said no, no, no.
Boy, Gerhard made a great play on that one because it looked to me like Collins had something going on the option there. He's pulling the guard, number 74 for him, leading the way, and that's Kaz Przybylski. But great job of staying home by Gerhard, making the stop. A captain of this team, a 4.0 student, a 30 on the ACT test. Just a great all-around kid and an excellent football player.
In fact, the top 11 players on this Walled Lake Western team, 3.65 grade point average. They're going to need some muscle to join it here on 3rd and 5. And that was ugly. Who moved first?
Yeah, there was confusion for the Titans there. As you can see, Collins wasn't quite sure going up, and rather than burn a timeout.
False start, offense here.
Thank you, Tom Reynolds. But yeah, that one wasn't good from the start, and then Collins went over to the sidelines to get some last-minute instructions. 3rd and 10 now. It's critical. They're going to take 2 shots at the end zone anyway, but they'd like to get some of it here in this shot.
Steele and Valek wide and slot to the right. Collins rolls that way, wants to throw, fires, diving effort. That's a great catch, but is he in?
They're going to talk about it, and they give it to him.
They give it to him. I think that's Tim Steele with a tremendous grab. And the only question, as far as I was concerned, is did he get a toe down?
Yeah, we'll have to take a look at it. Collins rolling out to the right so we can see. Initially, Steele is covered up, but he comes back to the quarterback, which is what you have to do. And there's the grab. Sure enough, he did have his both feet in the end zone. That would have been good on Sunday. Let's take an ISO on him. Watch Steele now. He's going to be covered underneath by Morandi, and he's going deep in the end zone, but it's a comeback. He turns around, comes back to the ball. That's a great execution. What a catch. He's able to put the hands on the ball and keep the feet in.
Crowd here was oohing and aahing when they saw the catch on the replay. Now, Walled Lake Western is going to call a quick timeout. Sterling Heights-Stevenson lining up to go for 2, and the Warriors want to call a timeout.
Here's the deal. You're going to get the quarterback rolling out here. You're going to get blocking, and they're going to lead the thing, but where you want to watch the action is out on the end here. Little fake over there. Watch this comeback move. He's running down, and now come back. And he beat the receiver there. Ball's thrown to a great spot. Both feet in easily. Both hands on the ball. Excellent execution.
Well, you won't see it any better on Saturday or Sunday or any other day. That's just a nice grab by the 6'1" senior Tim Steele. Had 6 touchdown receptions during the year. so knows what he's doing, and he showed some serious hands on that play.
And I really like the scheme, the nuance there, where you're going to send a guy and you're going to throw the hand up, and you think it's the fade, and the defensive back is going to be looking, and all of a sudden he does the wheel around and a little comeback, and the quarterback's on the corner there, drilling it to a spot. Excellent execution by the Titans.
And when you look at that, that's a pretty good play, a pretty good drive rather. 11 yards of play. You're averaging. You march right down the field. You mix it up. You've got them inside and outside, passing and running. That's the best drive by far for Sterling Heights-Stevenson tonight.
And the big one, of course, the pass from Collins to Valek to get him down there in scoring position.
Well, they're going for two. They've got double slot and wide right. Only man in the backfield is Joe Alls.
Look for a little rub route here.
Collins wants to throw back to Alls. Can he hang on? Yes, he did. He juggled, he signed it, and then he caught it.
Great job by Joe Alls. Pulls Stevenson to within 10 points now, 21-11. Let's see if he's able to pull this one in. Now they had everything going to the other side, and they sneaked it back out this way. The linebacker's late getting there. Beat it up, punch it, look at it, grab it, and get that foot in, and he did so.
Yeah, you know what? He may have only gotten 1 foot in, but he clearly got one. That's right.
You can see it better from this angle. All right, here's the beat up. Here's the grab. Bounce it on your nose. Got it, and had the back foot in.
Yep, 1 foot only.
Here's what they got going. They got a bunch of receivers out here. They're going to look this way and send this guy back here. This is the guy that's got to cover him, the middle linebacker, and he's got a long way to go to get a fast man, and it's just it's not a good matchup for him, and then he's able to hang on to the ball, Alls is, and bring it in for a 2-point conversion.
Well, that was a shot of adrenaline, the touchdown drive and the 2-point conversion. A shot of adrenaline for Stevenson, because they were a little comatose here, but Walled Lake Western was having its way with them. But now it's 21-11, and suddenly there is life on both sides of the ball. Now, this ought to be interesting. 3:07 to go in the third quarter, and all of the fourth quarter. Kick is dribbled down, takes a high bounce, and Stanford's got it. Better put the ball away, and finally does as he gets to the 25-yard line. Good coverage, and not a bad idea on that kick to kind of line drive it and let it rattle around a little bit.
All right, Sam Barrickman made the stop on that one. A junior, a defensive lineman playing special teams, made a big stop, because I'll tell you, Walled Lake is dangerous when they're returning kicks, and to get them down at the 25-yard line, you won that battle.
And now the onus falls on the Warriors to get some of that emotion back and get it moving here. Watch Stanford start.
Stanford's going to look it over a little bit first.
He is.
And then he doesn't see anything he likes, so he's just going to take it right up the gut, and good breakdown tackle right there.
Stanford still got it. He's got some room on the corner. And there's a flag thrown on the tackle. The tackle on the play was by Scott Bishop, and the flag was slammed down when he was taking.
I think it's a face mask.
Yeah, it has to be. That's the only thing that would come right on a tackle like that.
That's what Stanford's trying to indicate. But, boy, what a great fake on this one. He had me fooled. I thought the ball was in there with the fullback, and so did the Titans, a few of them anyway.
We have a face mask here.
He's auditioning, I'm telling you.
When Tom played football, he was either a monster back or he was a middle linebacker, because he's pumped.
Good blocking on the perimeter, nice fake, and then the speed of Stanford is able to take it outside. Let's see if we can catch the face mask from Bishop. Sure enough,
right
there it is.
So that ball, that moves the ball all the way across midfield.
Another 15.
First and 10 from the Sterling Heights-Stevenson 49. Stanford's got pressure both sides. He is taken down on a nice play. A nice play staying at home.
That was Dan Juranowski.
Yeah, it was.
Thank you. And that doesn't look like Juranowski, but that's what I was told how you pronounce it. But great job of staying home and keeping that contained and making the hit, fighting off the block. Look at him. He's got the outside position, good shuffle technique, keeping the shoulders square to the line. Come on up and make the hit.
That's a nice play. Loss of 4, 2nd and 14. Clock down to 2 minutes to play third quarter. That's Nays. First carry of the day, I believe. Little stutter step. Can he turn the corner? He cannot.
Darren Zenfening says no, sir.
Terrific defense over there. I thought Ryan Losh was over there too, number 6.
That's 5 right there. Zenfening, who came up from his corner position and contained it and just did a great job, because Naz has some scary speed on the perimeter, and here he goes. He's going to try and stretch it and get outside. He's got Seitz leading the way along with Joel Morse blocking, but there's nothing there as Zenfening stays home, gets himself a little material there, and does the old rodeo swing down.
Just wanted to test the jersey, see how good quality it was.
No tearaways here.
Nope. 3rd and 18. And now the Stevenson crowd imploring their defense to come up big. Stanford throws a jump ball, but it is tipped and then touched and incomplete.
Oh, Nays almost got it.
Zenfening tipped it. Nays touched it. Nobody got it.
Good pressure. That's the key to that one. Is Stanford just had to throw it up for grabs. He had the pressure on him, wasn't able to set and really throw a bullet, so he did throw it up for grabs. He figures if you get an interception, it's just as good as a punt in this situation. But there's Losh with the pressure. Big hit right in the chest, and now it is. It's like a punt. No fair catch here, and Zenfening knocks it away.
Resnick also back there in coverage. Take another look at Nays going down.
Good position right there of Zenfening, keeping his eye on the man and then back to the ball. Just underthrown.
Big rush coming, but Gibson hammers this baby. Alls all the way back to his 8. A lot of red shirts. Alls beat a couple of them, couldn't beat all of them.
Number 53, Stevenson in on that one.
Brent Fooney, number 2.
Fooney, good coverage that time, but a special teams. And
Kevin Thomas, number 27.
In there as well.
5 red shirts down there, 3 of them cooperating on the tackle, but Stevenson holds, and with 41 ticks left in the 3rd quarter. Down 10, they've got the ball.
See if the Titans can get it going again. Their last series on offense, they moved it right down the field, 77 yards, 7 plays to get their touchdown.
1 white shirt and 7 red shirts in that picture.
Reverse.
Collins to Alls. He's got it on the fake reverse, and he has just tripped up. A terrific play by Kevin Crane on the end. Got an arm and maybe piece of the shoulder on Alls. Otherwise, he had a little room.
Yeah, they might want to run that reverse. It looked like that would have been open if they'd have handed the ball off and sent it around the other way. You know, that was Dan Valick that would have gotten the ball, and they might, I'm sure they saw that as well as we did. You might see that again.
That's one of the plays that you want to run when a team is quick and really pursuing. You hope they'll over-pursue one way. You come back and nobody's supposed to be left at home. Should be the last play of the 3rd quarter on 2nd and 8.
Not going to get it off.
Nope. That is not a penalty for delay of game. That is rather zeros on the clock. We have played 3 quarters. And Walled Lake Western leads, but Sterling Heights Stevenson is back in this one. We go to the 4th, a 10-point ball game. And you are watching the MHSAA on Pass. Looking at the drive or the possession of the game. Last possession, Stevenson moved down the field and scored. Then the defense stiffened. Now they've gotten the ball back. It'll be very interesting to see how productive they can be with this key possession.
Yeah, we talked about was the size and the strength and the power of the Titan team going to wear down these Warriors, and apparently there might be an element of that. Another thing you got to look at is a lot of these Walled Lake players are playing double duty, going both ways, and you tend to get worn down a little bit towards the end of the game there. So this is where Stevenson has Walled Lake where they want them, even though they're trailing by 10. They moved the ball last time, got the stop on D. Let's see what they can get going on offense.
Spread formation, wide and slot left and wide right on 1st and 10 from the 15. Only Frank is in the backfield. Collins rolls left. Kind of a funny motion, but cranks it out complete to Alls, who shed 1 tackler at the 20. That was Crane, and snuck it out to the 23 and got a first down, I believe.
Yeah, I think he did. That was a great job of Alls of breaking that tackle, because Crane put a nice hit on him. And here's Collins rolling out. No pressure on him at all that time. What a difference it makes. And Crane puts a big hit. But I tell you, Alls is strong, and he's able to stay alive and ends up getting knocked out of bounds by Naz, hustling over to finish off the play. Actually, that's not Naz. That's Kevin Thomas, 27, not 22. But this is the start of a nice drive here.
At the 23. First and 10. Frank, quick hitter. He's going to get good yardage before Tyler takes him down. He's going to get 5. Then Dave Tyler wrapped him up and pulled him on top of him.
Little trap play again. Quick hitting up the middle, trying to get something popped out the other end. Big 5-yard gain.
Second down.
And you look at the defense over there for Walled Lake. Slowed down a little bit. There's Stanford getting ready. He knows he's going to get another shot. Practicing his dribbling.
A very important basketball season almost upon us. Collins this time gives to Alls, and a good wrap-up in the backfield keeps him from going any place at all. Like big number 77, Tim Bluzinski. Wrapped him up and kind of dragged him down. Had some help there. Last man getting up is Russ Thompson, and we have called his name over and over this afternoon.
There's Bluzinski. Made a nice play on that one. Shot through the gap. Was able to make the play down the line of scrimmage, and it puts the Titans in a 3rd and 3 situation. Blitz coming.
Gee, do you think?
Yeah.
Here comes Mays.
There it is.
But he gets the pass off. Alls shakes free.
He's
Look
gone.
out! Oh, my. That's a saving tackle by Paul Morandi, because even though the red shirts were pursuing, Alls has tremendous acceleration, and he might have gone Alls the way.
He's got plenty of gears in his box. He is Alls that, if you want to go that route.
Oh, we're beating the horse dead, aren't we?
Great job of getting rid of that ball by Collins with the pressure coming on him, and Alls shakes the tackle, and now Morandi has to come over. Here's the big pressure coming in. That's got Nays on the blitz, and he shakes and bakes, makes that tackle or miss, and now he looks like he's going to get it into that next gear, but Morandi's able to stop him.
Frank, another big hole on the left side. Dropped the ball, but not until he was wrapped up, and he's going to get about 9. And all of a sudden, Ray, your prediction is starting to come true to form. The big physical offensive linemen are starting to open the holes that weren't there for 3 quarters.
They're wearing them down. They're getting a nice mix with the run and the pass this time. They've been able to get rid of the ball quick to negate that blitz, and the big boys up front are starting to move people around.
Second and about a foot. Nice play to have some fun with. Also, it's the red shirts coming. Here comes the blitz all over. Collins rolls away. Gets spun around and dropped. That's a tremendous play by Scott Nays. And when we diagram this, watch what Scott Nays does, because he starts inside, and I think he reads it and circles all the way outside.
Here's Nays right here, and they're going to get the perimeter with the rollout. He sees it inside. Watch this athleticism of coming off that pile, and now the speed will kick in, and he takes such great angles of pursuit.
Yeah.
And it makes a big stop, and it puts the Titans in a 3rd down again.
Yeah, you saw him tied up in the middle of your picture, and he's going to go all the way down the line and wrestle Collins down for a loss of a yard. It's 3rd and a short 2. Showing blitz again, coming blitz again. Alls, look out. There's that acceleration we talked about inside the 30. And right now, Mr. Momentum is wearing a white shirt.
That he is. Boy, that was the play they ran to start the ball game. Just a blast. A lead play going off the side. They pull the guard, big number 74, Kasper Zbilski out there, and he cleans it out. And now it's the Alls show, and he's going to take it into the secondary. And if Thomas ain't able to get over there and make the stop, could have gone all the way. Had some help from Tyler on that one as well. There's Zbilski right there, doing a great job up front.
At the 26-yard line. 1st and 10. Alls again, heading outside again. Nays came over and wrapped him up. Morandi had him early, along with Bluzinski, but Nays had to come over and make sure. But Alls is going to get a good 4 yards out of this carry.
Yeah, they tried it on the other side, and Nate Odinga did a good job of securing the corner, getting Alls sprung off tackle, but the great pursuit and the quickness of the second wave of defenders for Walled Lake were able to come in and limit it to just about a 3-yard gain.
We're down.
See, there's the corner. They got the corner, but now the safety, the monster man, Nays comes in and makes the hit.
We're down to 8 minutes to go in this game. Stevenson marching.
They should put a 1 right there. I'm sure he's got at least 19.
Collins
Got time.
has a man. Just barely overthrows Dave Dunlap. Dunlap broke free, and Collins was trying to float it up to him. I think that should have been a little higher and a little less steam on it.
Yeah, he didn't put enough air up under this one because his man did